Hey, Wrexham fans! How are you? 4 bombshells today, Wrexham's new manager, and more. So, like this, subscribe to the channel, and stay with me until the end so you don't miss a thing. Look, neither team has started the 2025-26 championship season well. Norwich City, despite a busy summer transfer window, has yet to win at home. Wrexham, on the other hand, has won only one of its first 5 matches and is in danger of finishing Saturday in the relegation zone. And even before the ball kicks off, many believe the Canaries are the favourites. Commentator Sam Parkin, for example, predicts Norwich will win in a high-scoring match. Even Opta's supercomputer has deemed a Wrexham victory at Carrow Road unlikely. And now it's Ryan Dilk's turn to give his analysis. He highlighted the Dragons' defensive issues and named Connor Cody as a possible target for striker Josh Sargent. He said, "Norwich are usually very solid at home, even if they've stumbled this early. Wrexham, on the other hand, despite creating chances and scoring goals, can't defend. They've already lost 3 games in the league and have the worst defense in the league. Josh Sargent will have space against this defense, and this combination is the perfect recipe for a Norwich victory. But don't worry, all is not lost. Wrexham can count on new players in defense for this game. Dom Hyam and Issa Kabor, 2 experienced championship players, arrived during the summer transfer window. They haven't made their debuts yet, but after a full week of training, they could be selected this weekend. In other words, the expectation is that we finally have a more solid defensive line to face this challenge at Carrow Road. Wrexham fans, hold on tight. Even after negotiating with 20 players in the summer, Phil Parkinson was still left with a significantly bloated squad for the season. And this caused some problems due to championship rules. In League One, goalkeepers didn't need to be registered, which left extra room for outfield players. However, in the championship, it's different. Only 25 players over the age of 21 can be registered, and goalkeepers are also included. Earlier this month, it was confirmed that Wrexham had registered 24 players, leaving 4 off the list: Andy Cannon, Jay Rodriguez, Ollie Rathbone, and Danny Ward. But wait, there's important news. Phil Parkinson revealed that Ollie Rathbone is likely to be chosen to fill the remaining roster spot. And here's what he said about the midfielder. "We need Ollie back. He was crucial for us last year. He's already played in the championship, has energy, quality, and was determined to get back to that level. I can't wait to have him back with us." In other words, Rathbone should return to the field soon, but that also means Rodriguez, Cannon, and Ward will be out until at least January 1st. And the most curious case is that of Jay Rodriguez. He arrived on a free transfer from Burnley last winter, expected to be a significant attacking reinforcement. But now, even though he can't play in the championship, he's still receiving his salary. According to Capology, Rodriguez earns £25,000 a week at Wrexham. This means that, by January, he will have accumulated no less than £500,000 without playing a single league game. Folks, just look at the task ahead for Wrexham. This weekend, the Red Dragons travel to Carrow Road to face Norwich, and how long has it been since they've beaten that opponent? 55 years. And if they can pull off this victory, the feat will be even more historic. It would be only the 3rd time in history that Wrexham has achieved consecutive away victories in the 2nd division. But of course, it won't be easy. Phil Parkinson needs to find a way to stop Josh Sargent, the American striker who is one of Norwich's biggest guns. And one of Wrexham's new stars, Callum Doyle, can help with this mission. For those who don't know, Doyle played for Norwich last season, played 43 matches, and can now use all that knowledge to help the Red Dragons come away with a victory. In an interview, he even spoke about this reunion. "I really enjoyed my time at Norwich, the fans were incredible to me, but now I'm at Wrexham and my focus is here." And Doyle went further, pointing out what needs to change for the team to start winning at home in the league. According to him, his own mistakes cost him dearly against QPR, but he believes that, with adjustments, the team can achieve great results. Everyone, hold on tight because the latest news is one that could change Wrexham's future. Steven Gerrard could be the club's next manager. That's right. The eternal Liverpool captain, a Premier League legend who recently ventured into coaching in the Middle East, is being linked to the Welsh team. Just a reminder, in 2023, Gerrard left England and took charge of Al Ettifaq in Saudi Arabia. He stayed there for about 18 months, but in January he stepped down and has since been on the market, waiting for his next big opportunity. And why Wrexham? Well, everyone already knows that the club became a global sensation after being bought by McElhenney and Reynolds. The story of their meteoric rise is the stuff of movies, from the obscurity of the National League to contending in the Championship in just a few years. But the current reality is quite different. Even after spending around £33 million on major reinforcements this past summer, the team hasn't really clicked. In 5 games, they've won just 1, leaving the Red Dragons in 21st place in the table. This scenario raises a red flag. The pressure on Phil Parkinson is only increasing. He's the manager who led Wrexham on this impressive run to the Championship, bringing in key names like Nathan Broadhead, Ben Sheaf, and Callum Doyle, but even with a strengthened squad, the team hasn't quite taken off. And then, inevitably, rumors of a possible change in management begin to gather momentum. It's precisely at this point that Gerrard's name comes up. A legend like him on the Wrexham bench would have a huge impact, not only on the field but also off it. The Englishman's charisma, leadership, and experience could transform the club's atmosphere. And none other than Brian Robson, another football legend and Manchester United idol, spoke about this. Robson emphasized that, in his opinion, Gerrard would be extremely interested in taking over the Red Dragons if the opportunity arose. Of course, he also argued that Parkinson deserves more time. After all, he was the man who guided the club into this new phase. But he made it clear, if the board decides to make a change, Gerrard could be the right choice. He commented, "The question is whether Steve wants to return to the sport. He had a good experience in Saudi Arabia, but a job like this would certainly interest him if he wanted to return. I think Wrexham should give Phil a little more time because he's done a great job for them. They've done a fantastic job getting from where they were to the Championship in a short period of time. If they can consolidate their position in the Championship, even finishing mid-table, this would be a very good season, considering where they came from. The charisma of the US lads is fantastic, and Wrexham has a good fan base that supports them, so there's always a good atmosphere. So, with the sponsorship that Reynolds brought, it can only help the club." Just look at the weight of that statement. It's like a direct message. Gerrard is on the table, but Parkinson still has cards to play. Now, I want to throw a question to you. What do you think would be best for Wrexham at this point? Should we keep Parkinson, who already knows the squad and the project, or risk a radical change by bringing in Gerrard to be the new face of the team? Let us know in the comments because this debate is promising. And don't forget that you are very special. It's great to have you here. Hugs. Thanks for watching. Bye.